for step 14, attaching the gearbox, this is actually going to be a pretty fun step because once we've put this in place, we can really get a sense of what the overall chassis is going to look like with the motor and the gearbox in place. So it looks like it's only being held on by these 4 screws. And then there's a few stickers, which I am going to put on. We might as well do this the way they have suggested. And these are already pre-cut, so we'll just have to stick and peel, basically. So I'll set this up, and let's install this gearbox. So first off, let's get a couple of these stickers done, because it'll be easier now than later. So if you take a look at the way the chassis is, there's the rear, and there's the front. We're going to flip this over so that the rear is on this side, because you can see the image off to the left. This is where these stickers are going to take shape. So you can see that Tamiya symbol. You can see that this is sticker F. We're going to grab F, and you can see that they're saying the caution is actually at the bottom. So we're going to put the caution at the bottom as they have suggested. So there we go, there's one. And then we've got sticker D, which is this guy right here. And they're showing that the caution is on the, or closest to the end here. So let's put that in place. Just make sure that that's actually sitting correctly. Yes. Yes. All right. There we go. Because you see, without the gearbox in place, this is actually just resting, so it's easier to work with. So there we go. There's our 2 stickers there. And then it's showing one on the top of the motor, but we'll do that after. So let's flip this back over again so that this is the back side. And you can see they want you to take that gearbox and slide it under, just like that. So that transfer bit is going under. And we'll move that around. Oh, I think that actually is it. Yeah, it is. So that is essentially how it's going to sit. And you can see that there's the 2 MB1 screws, and then there's the 2 smaller MB4. Now you can see that MB4 is going into the back. So I'm going to take that one, and we're going to take a look at this as where it flipped over, where it's, just flip this over a second and see where that brace is. Yep. So this one is going to go right there. So I'm just going to screw this in a bit. There we go. Just so that I know one is in at least. Okay, there we go. And then the other one, which is still on the back side as well, it's got to go here. So right across from it. And we can screw that one in. And that's feeling more or less right. So now let's take another peek at this. You can see that that's going through this part of the plastic, which was, let's see, down on the other side. Well, actually, why don't we do this one first, because I can see it. You can see it here. It's going to go up and through. So it's going to sit right there. And it's going up into this one, the nut that we put in there earlier with the rubber cement. just a bit. Yeah, push that over. There we go. I'm not going to screw it all the way in. I just want to make sure that that's going into that bracket, which it is, because you can see the back side of the screw is right there. And now the other one is going to come up from below and go right there. And it's going up into the screw that we put in, or the nut that we put in over here much earlier in the instructions. Okay, so now that I know that these 4 screws are all going in okay, I'm going to now start tightening them up. And it feels pretty good. Yep. And on this side. So there we go. There are the 4 screws that we needed to put in. So this is how it's going to look once the motor is in place. So that looks great. So the only thing that we have left actually is that motor 1 sticker C. So we'll grab our sticker C. Yes, C. Pull this back and we'll stick it right there. I'll bet it will be hot. So there we go. There is our gearbox attached to that main frame. So this is really starting to take shape. So step 14 is complete. So we're going to move on to step 15 and work on the propeller shafts.